Wade Wilson, aka the original Deadpool, who is played by Ryan Reynolds, and who we have been following since Deadpool 1. He is from the Fox X-Men universe, also dubbed as Earth 10005. After using Cable's time machine from Deadpool 2 to jump around timelines to fix his own universe, Wade eventually finds his way to the MCU, Earth 616, and hopes to join the Avengers after losing his purpose for being Deadpool in his timeline. Dogpool comes from Prelude to Deadpool Corps, Earth 13173, where he was a test subject for a failed cosmetic company. Left for Dead, Dogpool developed a healing factor and donned his super pet persona. Eventually, he was recruited into the Deadpool Corps by the original Earth 616 Deadpool. In the MCU, however, Dogpool is owned by Nicepool, another variant on the squad that has a way with his words. Speaking of Nicepool, he is a variant of Deadpool with no powers and no violent tendencies, just a genuinely kind heart. His lack of power and is visually shown off by his costume, which has noticeably more armor compared to every other Deadpool we see in the movie. Additionally, he carries 2 gold-plated pistols, which Deadpool really takes a liking to. Lady Deadpool is Wanda Wilson, first appearing in Deadpool Mercenaries with a Mouth, Issue 7, from Earth 3010. In her reality, America has become a militarized dictatorship, and Wanda fights back with her own brand of chaotic justice. She eventually joins the Deadpool Corps and becomes one of its most prominent members, often clashing with Wade over who's really in charge. She is also noticeably different from Deadpool, not just because she's a girl, but because she brandishes 2 mini machine guns as opposed to Deadpool's iconic pistols. Kidpool first appears in Prelude to Deadpool Corps number 2. This version of Deadpool was enrolled in the Xavier Orphanage for Troubled Boys, a preschool for mutant kids, and grew up alongside Cyclops and the other original X-Men. He was eventually recruited into the Deadpool Corps when he turned 16. Kidpool's weapon of choice is his katanas in the comics, and he ditches the guns. In the movie, Kidpool only gets 1 line of dialogue and is played by Ryan Reynolds' daughter, Inez Reynolds. This Kidpool uses what seem like water guns as his weapon of choice. One of the weirdest Deadpool variants is Headpool. He's literally just the zombified head of Deadpool from the Marvel Zombies universe, Earth 2149. He can't walk or hold weapons and floats using a small propeller on his head, but he's still got his mouth, and that's Deadpool's deadliest asset. Headpool also makes an appearance in the final fight of Deadpool and Wolverine. He is voiced by Nathan Fillion and is hilariously flung around by OG Deadpool during the fight. Brief but unforgettable, Babypool is exactly what it sounds like, Deadpool as a baby. He shows up in the Deadpool Corps run, often carried around like a ticking time bomb. He doesn't get as much screen time in the comics or in the movie and acts as a one-off gag. Roninpool originated in 5 Ronins, a Marvel miniseries that reimagined Marvel characters in a never-ending feudal Japan. In the comics, Wade appears as Watari, a jester-turned-swordsman, driven by revenge and spiritual emptiness. The MCU version keeps his original straw hat and wears a full kimono on top of his Deadpool suit. Deadpool 2099 is actually Warda Wilson, Wade's daughter with Shikla. She lives in Marvel's futuristic universe, home to other heroes like Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. She inherits her dad's healing factor and takes up the Deadpool name. She brandishes a futuristic version of the Deadpool costume with multiple cybernetic enhancements. She also ditches the classic katanas in favor of energy swords, practically lightsabers. Her story plays out in Deadpool Volume 6 and gives us a glimpse of the Merc legacy continuing in the far future. We only see her for a small moment in the MCU, but she looks just as cool as she did in the comics. Cowboy Deadpool is a Wild West version of Wade Wilson, 6 shooters, hat, spurs, and all. He first appeared in Deadpool Mercenaries with a Mouth number 7. He was shown to be a wanted criminal in the comics for a wide variety of crimes. In Deadpool and Wolverine, he is voiced by Matthew McConaughey and hurls a few lines of obscenities at Deadpool and Wolverine.
The boss lady don't want no disturbances.
He is also seen using revolvers during the final fight. He tries to run away from Wolverine during the fight inside the bus, but is clawed to his demise. From Earth 67,378 comes the Golden Age Deadpool, aka Wheezy Wilson. He's a gas mask-wearing soldier who fights during World War II with a pair of cutlasses instead of Deadpool's trademark katanas. He also picks up Captain America's shield because on his Earth, TRN-245, Cap does not use the shield. This retro variant appears in Deadpool Kills Deadpool and gives off serious 1940s pulp vibes. In the MCU, he's one of the coolest blink and you'll miss it variants. Much like Golden Age Deadpool, Knightpool appears briefly in the MCU film, suited up in full medieval armor. Unlike Golden Age Deadpool, his appearance in the comics is almost as small as his appearance in the movie, as he meets his demise in the same issue in which he was introduced. Another MCU original, Welshpool, is a Deadpool with the Welsh flag on his chest. He is a reference to the Welsh football team, Wrexham AFC, which is owned by Ryan Reynolds. He has no comic origins and is just a gag played by the movie on its main actor. Peterpool is the final Deadpool variant we see in Deadpool and Wolverine. He is none other than Peter, Wade's best friend. He comes in at the end of the fight wearing Deadpool's original suit that he left behind in his locker before jumping on his multiversal travels. Peterpool saves the day by telling all the Deadpool variants to back off. They all oblige because, as Cowboy Deadpool says, he's a goddamn legend in every Deadpool's world. And finally, the most infamous variant of all, the one from X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yes, the mouthless, laser-eyed, teleporting Frankenstein Deadpool. It was Fox's attempt to reimagine Wade Wilson, and it was universally hated. Even Ryan Reynolds pokes fun at it in later films. He's technically the first Deadpool we ever saw on film, and now that the Fox Marvel Universe is canon to the MCU, that makes this demented version an MCU variant as well.